Obviously, it's been a long day. I am just leaving the office, and about 10 minutes late getting on to talk to you. I want to talk about business stuff specifically, right? It's important that we let's clarify some business stuff here. Some terms get muddled about very often, and those terms are sales and marketing. They are effectively brother and sister, and shouldn't be confused, quite frankly. You know, publicity, sales, marketing, there's a reason they're not all the same word. It's not one word used for all of these different forms of taking a product from creation to revenue. All right, a product is developed, blah blah blah. Packaging. What do you think packaging is? Okay, nobody raised their hand. No problem. Packaging is marketing. How do we want this product to look? What colors appeal? Seatbelt. What colors appeal to the audience we're going after, to our primary target audience? That's marketing. Sales. Sales is communicating with the people who value that product enough to pay for it and transacting their purchase of the product. That is a sale. Now, there's a caveat to sales. There's like the big brother who is in between sales and marketing, and that big brother is business development. All right, big brother biz dev says, okay, you've marketed this. I'm going to identify who places a high value on this product or service. I am going to find out what their hot buttons are. So I'm going to get involved in the market research. I'm going to build relationship with and position ourselves to create leads from that target market for the sales team. Biz dev, the big brother, often handles the sale himself, but sometimes that sale is passed off to a sales department. Sometimes business development is primarily focused on lead generation, creating opportunities for the sales team. All right, that is not marketing. Marketing oversees publicity. Publicity is not actually something that creates appointments in the services profession or transactions in the products segment, right? Publicity is just a lot of noise, a lot of activity to do what? To publicize the existence of the product or service, to get attention, all right? Publicity is the equivalent of, you know, showing up at an event or holding an event, right? It does not necessarily mean that there will be conversion. What is conversion? Conversion is when I take an opportunity, a lead, and turn it into revenue, a sale. Okay? That's conversion. That's what matters most. If all of your marketing efforts do not help to support, all right, sales, all right, if marketing efforts are not creating high value convertible leads, you've wasted money and time, and probably not in the budget. You understand what I'm saying? It's probably not in the budget for you to be doing a bunch of busy work. Yeah, you get to say to your boss, oh, look what we did. Oh, we held up balloons. Okay, but who saw your balloons and who the hell cared about your balloons? Right. You gotta, everything you do has to be tactical. Everything you do in business, especially as a small business, as an entrepreneur, as a startup, everything you do has to be driving from the product or service, all right? It has to be driving that product or service into the hands of the people who will pay for it. Not who might pay for it, the people who will pay for it. That is how you generate money. That is how you grow. Period. All right? No questions, no comments yet. I will keep going. I can do that. It's really important that we understand the terms that we're using. All right? Why? Words have power. All right? Words communicate, not just to the people you're talking to, but to yourself. All right? You hear what you say. All right? So if in your mind, you know, you are working on driving sales, then there should be some sales. All right? You can't say, I'm going to drive sales into the law firm. I'm going to drive, we need to increase law firm clients by 10%. I'm going to go and set up an information table at the Villanova Victory Parade. Well, are people drinking and partying, or are they thinking about legal services? You didn't think that through. You have to consider every element. All right? Sun Tzu talks about terrain in the art of war. You have to consider the terrain. Where are you setting up? Right? What are you doing? Who are you serving? All right? Because every minute of your day has a dollar value. We did the dollar value, the time value of money chart about 2 weeks ago. You should have that. If you don't, it's on the Twitter, it's on the Instagram, at the BizGrowPro. It's there. You gotta know what your time is worth. All right? If the cost of goods sold, if the product costs you $100 to deliver it into the hands of a customer or a client without any effort, everything you do to increase the number of people who are purchasing it adds to that. All right? Sales adds to that, unless your sales force is on commission, which they should be. All right? A retainer for a salesperson or a biz dev person, yeah, that's fair. All right? Biz dev, typically you see a small retainer, right, and a commission structure. Sales, you'll usually see a small salary or a small draw, right? A small draw is a salary that is repaid to the organization from commissions, okay? But, you know, you gotta know where everything, what's it costing you and what's it returning? What is the return on investment? If you launch a marketing campaign that costs you $2,000, right? And your goal is to get 10 clients in the door. Each client represents a value of $100. Well, you just spent $2,000 to make $1,000. That's stupid. All right? That marketing campaign is not positioning you to profit. You did not think it through. Right? How much can you afford to spend how much do you expect to get back? Based on how much you expect to get back, you take a percentage of the profit of that and you say, all right, I'm gonna put this into marketing, you know, to try to drive up sales because we really need this right now. Whatever it is, however it is, you need to make it happen. But you gotta be realistic. You can't just, you know, it's not gonna fall out of the sky. Just because it looks cute doesn't mean it's gonna look cute to the people who value it enough to spend money on it. You gotta know what you're doing ahead of time. Take the time, and not a whole lot of time because you don't have it, but take the time to think out well, strategically, tactically. What are the steps you are going to take? What is the environment you're going to take those steps in? What is the timing? When is the best time for you to do this? If you do an event outside the office of the law firm on a day when the law firm is closed, well, that publicity, even a publicity stunt, when those people cannot react to the call to action immediately, it's a waste. What the hell? What did you do? You did nothing. All right? I am trying to get you to understand, you know, I'm trying to talk to you as specifically and as succinctly as possible about how real this is. This is everything. All right? Sales and marketing have to work hand in hand. Okay? In the digital age, a lot of marketing can be simplified. I'm on my Wawa run, by the way. If you're not in Philly or near Philly, Wawa runs are things you do at the end of the day that they're just necessary, you know? You need that 24-ounce cup of coffee at 11:54 p.m. Eastern time because, damn it, why not? You got about another 2-3 hours worth of work to do. Get the coffee in. Do what you got to do. Get her done. Okay? But back to our Monday motivation. I want to motivate you to understand that your time is the greatest currency you have access to. It is the greatest currency you have access to. Don't waste it. Why would you do that? Why would you waste your time? You can't. You can't afford to. You really can't afford to. You know what I mean? So, understand what we're talking about here. Time invested, you got to count that in the budget of this marketing plan. It takes you 2 or 3 hours to think through a marketing plan. Okay, that means you're new to it. That's cool. Understand the timing, understand the environment, and understand positioning. Now, what is positioning? Where are the people who I know will pay for what I'm doing, what I'm offering, this product, this service? Where are they? How do I get in front of them? I mean, like right up in their face, like, yo, here I am, buy me. That is the best use of your time. That's the best use of your effort. That's the best use of any investment. All right? If you are selling men's boxers, your primary target is men. Now, yes, if it's Valentine's Day, if it's the holidays, you want to target women also because they're likely buying for their dude, and that's awesome. Otherwise, your primary target is men. Okay? Understand the realities of what you're dealing with. All right? If you're an accountant, your primary target as an accountant are people of a certain net worth. All right? You don't want the 9-to-5ers barely making it, You know, unless you are going for the volume play. You want the gentleman, the lady with a family who, you know, they're trying to save, they're trying to build, they could use some tax strategy, like how many deductions, how many exemptions, how do I do this? So, hey, maybe I want to owe under $1,000 every year, with the peace of mind of knowing that although I owed $1,000, I had $3,000 more in my pocket because of that tax strategy to play Bitcoin, to speculate on some real estate. I don't care what it is you do. Understand the game plan before you begin to play the game. Stephen Covey said it best. Begin with the end in mind. Start when you know what the end is. All right? When you have thought through mind, when you have thought through what the end goal is, all right, then you start. Because then you know where the hell you're going. I mean, for example, a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, and okay, I'm a digress for a second. You want to be an entrepreneur, you have no idea what you want to offer to the marketplace. Okay. So you've slapped the sexy title of entrepreneur on yourself, and all you've really done is, you know, created a shingle. You've created what? What have you actually done? You know, what have you actually done? Are you pulling out, or are you? All right, there we go, buddy. Good job. I mean, you gotta know where you're going. You get in your car, for example. I'm gonna use driving because I'm driving. Yes, always wear your seatbelt. And yes, as you see from the logo behind me, we have arrived at the one and only all-night coffee spot, and the coffee tastes far better than Dunkin'. No diss, I just happen to have taste buds. Anyway, you get in the car, what are you, just aimlessly rolling around? Like, why the hell would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why would you get in the car to aimlessly roll around? Like, what is wrong with you? Now, you had a long day, spouse pissed you off, loved one pissed you off, you want to go for a drive. That's different. But you cannot afford, in an economy like this one, right, to waste any time. You can't afford to live reckless. You can't afford to live aimless. All right? Because tomorrow's not promised. Moments are too far and few between for you to let any of them just slip through your fingers like that. You can't do that. All right? So when you do sales, when you do marketing, if you're doing publicity, understand which came first. It's not hard. You figure out the product or service that adds value. While you're doing that, you're figuring out who it adds value to. That's the key component of your marketing. Who is the audience? Who is the customer, the consumer, the client? Once you understand that, you market to position yourself and your product or service in front of the people who value it enough to pay for it. Once you do that, you get a business dev consultant, a business development consultant like myself, or someone else of your choosing, to help you to take that marketing and take the knowledge of who that client is and turn it into money. All right? I don't guarantee that people profit. I guarantee that their revenue goes up. All right? I guarantee it. Because if you hand me something that truly adds value, I am going to easily be able to hand you people who value it. Right? I can create the leads. Right? That's business development. Creating the leads based on the marketing positioning of the product or service, creating the leads that go into the funnel of the sales pipeline. Right? Introduction, presentation, discussion of objections, discussion of price, discussion of objections, and close. All right? That's the sales cycle. All right? Between marketing and sales is this gap called business development. You have to develop those opportunities for you to actually turn those potential clients, those potential relationships into sales. All right? I'm going to get my coffee. I love all of you. I hope that I motivated some of you to be a lot more strategic in your sales and marketing efforts. If you have any questions, I am the BizGrow Pro on all social media. Hit me up, inbox me, whatever. Hopefully I can help. All right? Talk to you.